What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over ranking our top 10 shooting guards right now in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. And I know, first, I want to start with this. A lot of people got upset at me, right? Oh, Ty, your point guard list is horrible. You got Alex Caruso over Magic Johnson. Look, it's my list, okay? And so, yes, I love Alex Caruso. He plays so much defense. He has a great normal leaner. I'm consistent greening with him. And I like the card, okay? So just because I like him more than a certain card doesn't mean you guys are going to agree, okay? Every person has their own opinions, okay? So this is my opinions, okay? And where I've got the top 10 shooting guards right now in the game. And my opinions are subject to change, especially on the top card, and what you guys will see featured here. Now, as we do dive into this thing, please smash that subscribe button if you're new. And at number 10, I don't care, we're plugging in Robert Covington. I scrolled through all the shooting guards, and there's not 10 better guys. There's not 10 guys I'd rather have more than Robert Covington. There's just not. 6'9", 7'2" wingspan, 94 3-ball, 90 speed. Look at the defense. He is 6'9" at the 2 with some of your best defense in the entire game. His release is easy to time, easy to green. It's on very quick. He has the normal leaner on very quick. What is there not to love about Robert Covington? There's everything to love about the card. He is absolutely incredible, absolutely great. He is your 10th best shooting guard right now on this game. At my number 9, I'm plugging in the Dark Matter Brandon Roy. Obviously, the Pro Pass Brandon Roy is going to be better than the base Brandon Roy. It is what it is. You know, like, both Brandon Roys are good. Pro Pass Brandon Roy is going to be slightly better. Why do I like him slightly more than Rocco? It comes down to this. Brandon Roy gives you way more offense than Robert Covington. Now, yes, is Robert Covington going to be better defensively than Brandon Roy? Well, defensively he is. But as far as a full picture, I love Brandon Roy's release. You should never miss with the card. Normal leaner on very quick. Is just fine. As far as a guy that can create his own shot, Brandon Roy can do that. And I think that's kind of, I don't want to say a lost art, but in today's game where everybody is 6'10 and above, it kind of stinks for those that, are balling on a budget. And guess what? If that's you, if you're still balling on a budget and you're playing guys like, the Invincibles of the world, like Invincible Giannis, it's tough out there. But Brandon Roy can go out there and compete. He can go out there and create his own shot. And I think that still has a lot of importance still to this day. At my number 8, I'm plugging in Vince Carter. Again, people might not agree with me on this, but at the end of the day, I think Vince is really solid. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan here, 99 3-ball, 99 speed, defense off the charts, good. Hall of Fame badge is pretty solid. I know some people struggle with the Patty Oscar on quick, but at the end of the day, like, I've heard some people just say, you just got to use square with it. And I don't know if that's true. If it's not, again, I haven't used it enough. But at the end of the day, he's got the Pro 2 leaner. He's 100 overall. He's going to have max defense. I still do respect Vince Carter a lot. And if you spent all your hard-earned money on Vince, look, I'm not going to hate on him. Like, I think the card is still playable. If you're asking me Vince or Brandon Roy, I think it's close, but I am taking Vince Carter by the slightest of margins. Next up here at my number 7 is another card that I'm just kind of indifferent about right now, and that is 100 overall Carmelo Anthony. I feel like every time I play against Carmelo Anthony, the card's just fine. He's nothing crazy. And I think a lot of the reason I don't love Melo that much more than Vince comes down to one thing. It's the leaner. The Steph leaner on Melo is just so troll to me. Cam Thomas, Oscar Upper on very quick is such, it is a good release. People say the Oscar Upper is troll. I get it. And honestly, I somewhat agree with it to a certain extent. But for me, when I am looking at Carmelo Anthony, I think the card is really solid. 6'7", going to play some of your best defense on the game. Steph leaner. Cam Thomas on quick is just fine. I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons with Carmelo Anthony. I just do not think he is a top 5 or so shooting guard at this stage. And honestly, I've got Klay Thompson in at my number 6. Look, I'm not going to be super high on Klay ever. I'm not, because he's only 6'6". I mean, his release is fine. It's not great. But one thing Klay Thompson has is that Pro 2 leaner on very quick. Now, as time has gone on in the last couple of weeks, we've seen it, given out more and more. But it's still something at the shooting guard position that not many people have. Jalen Green dribble style is good. It's fine. I don't want to say it's good. It's fine. But I do like what Klay provides as far as an offensive threat. Defensively, again, he's only 6'6". And that's a lot of the reason I don't hype the card up that much is, as times went on, We just got taller and taller guys, right? And so I think it's of the utmost importance at this stage to match that size with size. So for example, if you're playing KD at the 2, you gotta match that size with size. So maybe get a guy like Paul George, right? Something like that. Matching size with size at this stage of the game, I do think is really important. At my number 5, I'm plugging in Dark Matter Julius Erving, who I still believe is so good on this game, and who I still believe is a top 5 shooting guard on this game. And I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for this. I don't care. When I look at Dr. J and compare him to the other shooting guards, why do I like Dr. J more? Well, I think it's for a variety of reasons. Number 1, I gotta start with the ease. Like, he's just easy to use, right? He's 6'7", he runs to the rim incredibly well. Next thing, defensively, he's gonna be so good. 6'7", has the defense of some of those 100 overalls with being 6'7" with a good player build. Dunking wise, incredible. Again, release is easy to time. The pro leaner on normal is fine. I still to this day don't hate Dr. J. And if you're asking me Dr. J or Clay, I think it's a tough situation, right? Because I do think Clay has those updated 6, right? He's got that Pro 2 leaner, but at the end of the day, Dr. J is that slightly taller. So maybe I'm overrating Dr. J, but I think the lowest you could have Dr. J is like number 7. Like, I still really do like Dark Matter Dr. J on this game. At my number 4, I'm plugging in Dark Matter Kawhi. Now, I feel like over the past couple of weeks, Kawhi has lost some value just with, again, a lot of these shooting guards getting the, updated releases, getting the Pro 2 leaner. That's where Kawhi is behind, right? Sees that Kawhi leaner, sees, the Kawhi base on very quick, which is fine. It's just not necessarily great. But if you look at Kawhi's stats, good luck finding better, right? Like, genuinely, 96 3-ball, 97 speed. There's just not a whole lot of negative things about this card when it comes down to his stats. So good. Defensively, off the charts good. Gets crazy defensive animations. I just personally wish his SIGs were slightly better at this stage. And a lot of that just has to do with a lot of the other shooting guards on this list have those updated SIGs. So sure, I'm going to be greedy for Kawhi Leonard. I still do think the card is good. I still do think he's a top 5 shooting guard in the game. But at this stage, he's pushing it in here at my number 4. At my number 3 here, it's Tracy McGrady. And I will say this. My top 3 have a massive gap over everybody else, right? I think my top 3 is close. I think they have a massive gap for everybody else. A week ago, I would have told you guys that Tracy McGrady is the best shooting guard in the game. Again, my opinions sometimes change. I still think T-Mac is so good. I still think, as far as ease of access, he's so elite. Steph Leaner, I'm sorry, it's just troll. Like, as time goes on, I'm really starting to realize, like, man, leaners are so important. Like, I've always kind of known that. But that Steph Leaner, I just don't love. And if you like that Steph Leaner, that's fine. It's just not a leaner I love. Garland dribble style is fine. Kemba escape, Francis size up. All those things are good. I just do not like that Steph Leaner at all. Coming into my number 2, the invincible Julius Erving. Now, invincible cards, they got an advantage, right? They get the legend badges. And they just look so, like, if you're looking at them on 2K database like myself, they just look so elite, those legend badges do. Has those 12 legends, 99 3-ball, John Wall base on very quick, Pro 2 leaner on very quick, Garland dribble style, Francis size up, Kemba escape, Shea moving crossover. I think you can genuinely make the case that Julius Erving is the best shooting guard in the game. I think you can genuinely make the case that he's the best card on the game. Do I believe that? No. But if you're one where you love the Shea cross a ton, I think you can make the case, right? I'm still taking Giannis as my best player, but I think you can make the case it's Dr. J. The thing that I keep coming back to, though, is height right now runs this game. No matter what you think, no matter like the way you play, height runs this game. Like, I'm telling you, it does. You guys don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. Height right now is of the utmost importance. And that's where I'm having, a little difficulty with Dr. J because I like the card. But again, there's just taller cards in the game at this stage at the shooting guard position. So that's why for me and Dr. J, it's just tough for me to be any higher than number 2. At my number 1, we're plugging in the invincible Kevin Durant. And again, maybe it's just me. I haven't played him recently, stuff like that. But I mean, the card is so good. The card is so good. I mean, is he worth getting? No, he's not, because this card is a crazy expensive card. But I'm telling you, he's incredible. KD on very quick, KD leaner, Garland dribble style, Francis size up, Steph escape, obviously not necessarily ideal. 6'10" shooting guard. I mean, that's really what I keep coming back to is he's a 6'10" shooting guard. No matter what you want to make of it, like you can't make that up. Like you can't give people that. You can't make people taller. And so that's the one thing for me that I keep coming back to is when I'm doing these rankings is for cards that are similar, you got to go with height. And I do think KD right now is the best shooting guard in the game. One thing I don't like on this game right now is the difference between the top 2 and everybody else. Like I like T-Mac a lot, so I'm throwing the top 3 in there. But there's a massive gap between like KD and Clay and Dr. J and Dr. J. Like I think they're like these Dr. J's, I don't think there's that much, glare compared to like a KD or Giannis. But it is just crazy how good these Invincibles truly are right now in this game. And I just wish it wasn't the case. But that's going to wrap it up for my video. Let me know your thoughts on this list. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.